Hello, my name is Kyle Tegmeyer, and I'm happy to introduce you to IVSee. We are developing the first hands-free AI-powered imaging device for the management of congestive heart failure or CHF exacerbations. I'd like you to meet Dr. Smith, a hospitalist at Northwestern. She's currently caring for 20 patients, 8 of which are there for CHF exacerbations. Dr. Smith's treatment mainly consists of one drug, water pills or diuretics as they're known. These water pills remove fluid from their lungs, helping them to breathe better. She needs to know how much fluid to remove to get the dosing right. Essentially, she needs to know if the patient's volume status is too high or potentially too low if too much is given. She must make all care decisions for her patients based on morning labs and daily weights, which reflect yesterday's changes, not today's. Unfortunately, this information is too old and too slow to drive meaningful changes and prevent kidney injuries, making her treatments only reactive. This means that her CHF patients may often stay in the hospital 1 to 3 days longer as she works to get the dose right. Is there a better way for her to care for these patients? Well, Dr. Smith already knows that she can more directly monitor and treat patients with frequent ultrasound assessments of the inferior vena cava, the main vein of the abdomen. She wants to do better for her CHF patients, but she just can't spend all day at the bedside with an ultrasound. She has notes to write and 12 other patients to care for. So for now, she must unfortunately do the best she can with the imperfect data that she has. Compared to the reactive labs and daily weights, ultrasound lets her be more proactive by gathering information about volume status. But is ultrasound currently a useful option for her? Well, Dr. Smith knows that she can't be at the bedside all day, making today's ultrasound less useful in current hospital workflows. Something more is needed to make it useful. To gather the best possible data for managing fluid status in CHF, Dr. Smith cares about 4 key features for optimal utility. Data sources must be non-invasive, must be able to offer real-time data, must be able to capture the full range of volume states from low to high, and must not require a highly skilled operator, like her, to gather the data directly at bedside. Enter IVSee, the first wearable, AI-powered ultrasound patch that meets all 4 key needs to gather data for treating CHF. IVSee is the solution Dr. Smith is looking for. It's non-invasive, hands-free, and detects all volume states in real time for optimal assessment of CHF patients, thus allowing for proactive treatment and shorter, safer hospital stays. How does the IVSee device work? The device is first placed on the patient's abdomen. The integrated AI adjusts the ultrasound transducer once placed to ensure optimal vessel view and collects ultrasound images from the patient. The AI algorithm then segments the vessel in real time, calculating numerous physiologic parameters from the image. These parameters are then used as a surrogate to determine the patient's overall volume status. The provider is able to access patient volume status data real time through the IVSee portal or with direct health record integration. Using that data, they can make quick and careful adjustments and monitor the effects more closely. In talking with numerous hospitalists, we believe that our device could save between 1 and 3 days in the hospital, or about a third of the total hospital stay, while substantially reducing the risk of kidney injury from excess fluid removal. Volume status monitoring is one of the largest spending areas within the medical field, topping $129 billion a year, including CHF, dehydration care, liver disease, and many more. We plan to initially target the inpatient care of mild CHF exacerbations, a roughly $2 billion a year segment, before rolling out into other CHF care settings such as telehealth and outpatient monitoring. IVSee is facing competition in the CHF care space, including existing care methods and emerging technologies. While each of these devices and technologies have their respective advantages, none fulfill all 4 of the key characteristics needed from a data source to best manage CHF patients. IVSee is the only wearable device using ultrasound data and is the only device that offers all key features providers need to best care for their patients. We have taken numerous steps to de-risk our company and set us up for future success. Within technological risk, we have a working AI for real-time vessel segmentation from ultrasound images, and we have outlined the remaining workflow steps needed for data collection. We have also decided to form a strategic partnership for ultrasound module integration rather than building a transducer from the ground up. Within intellectual property, we have conducted a thorough freedom to operate analysis, ensuring our device does not infringe on any current patents. We have additionally identified patent whitespace in our vessel segmentation software and have filed a provisional patent application in that area. Within regulatory risk, we believe the hardware and software in our device can be approved based on the faster and lower risk existing device or 510(k) pathway, using existing ultrasound devices as predicates for safety approval. For reimbursement risk, we have developed a revenue strategy where we will seek CPT-based per-use reimbursement as well as per-patient charge to hospitals. That charge will be based on estimated shared savings on bundled care payments for hospitals. Since our founding in 2020, we have been hard at work developing IVSee. We have incorporated as a Delaware C Corp, created a preliminary AI model, and filed a provisional patent based on this model, among several other things. We've outlined a timeline for prototype development and clinical trials, leading to possible exit strategies, including further product portfolio development and fluid status monitoring, or acquisition by an existing medtech company, such as ultrasound developers like Butterfly, or patient monitoring specialists like Baxter. We are currently seeking $500,000 for pre-seed funding. Primarily, we plan to use our funds to hire additional expertise in AI and electrical engineering, as well as for covering the costs of prototyping our device. We've identified 3 major goals in prototype development: partnering with an existing ultrasound transducer maker, generating a robust platform for image acquisition and processing, and building the remaining hardware. Our team includes 2 medical experts in myself and Mohan Ravi, as well as Ryan Bradley, our IP expert with an electrical engineering background. As previously mentioned, we plan to hire on additional help with AI and electrical engineering, as well as a healthcare strategy expert. With those additions, we believe that the IVSee team will be perfectly suited to bringing our device to real patient care. We strongly believe that the IVSee device will revolutionize the care of CHF, allowing for shorter, safer hospital stays for patients. Thank you.